Welcome to an EdTech Team video tutorial. This particular session is on Google Hangouts, but specifically on your mobile devices. So what you see here on my screen is the app itself when you go to the Android store. Because I'm not recording my phone, I decided I would record some screenshots. So I want to go ahead and just dive in and show you a couple of things that you would find if you were actually on your mobile device. So let's jump in. This is the main screen, and this is the screen that you would see if you are on an Android device. If you're on an iOS type device, it looks like this. So very similar between the two. Basically, you've got a listing of all of the Hangout chats that you've had with folks. If you've had a conversation with more than one person, you'll see multiple icons that display there on the left-hand side next to the actual message. These will post from top down based on your most recent. So your most recent chats will appear up towards the top, and notice too that you'll see those in bold. If you see other chats that you have there on your list, if there is nothing in bold, that means nobody has mentioned or said anything. But those always filter up to the top, which is really nice. If you wanted to start a new Hangout chat, you would just simply click on the little plus symbol down at the bottom there to be able to launch a new Hangout, and you just simply type in the name of the person that you're trying to connect with. Let's take a look at a couple of additional features. What's really great about the Google Hangout app is that you can do more than just chat. It doesn't have to be just text. You can actually do a video chat. You can also do a phone call as well directly from your phone without necessarily using your network. So if you're on a Wi-Fi connection, you can actually call somebody via Wi-Fi. Down at the bottom, I also want to point out a couple of extra things which we do see on the screen here, and that is the photos. So to be able to bring in photos or emoticons, notice down at the bottom, you've got a couple of different icons there. So the first one with the mountain, that's to bring in photos you already have saved in your phone's library. You're able to bring in those photos, or simply choose to activate your camera and take a picture on the spot and send that to the person that you're chatting with. You can, of course, also send video footage and emoticons. I also like that you can share your location, because if you're actually chatting with a group of people and they're trying to figure out where you're located, you can actually share that. And so I'm going to jump over to that screen here. So here somebody shared their location. And what it does is it maps it for them so that the other person can actually see that map to be able to see where that person is. And then they can click on there and jump right into the map. I'm going to go back one here to show you. So this is how they've selected to be able to add a photo that's in their library. It opens up their pictures down here at the bottom, and you can just scroll through and pick the one that you want to share into this particular message or this chat. So lots of really cool things that we're seeing here, including video chats. So if you are video chatting with folks, you'd be able to see the folks who are on that chat with you, as well as, of course, seeing yourself. You can flip the camera over to be able to show them something that's in that particular space, not necessarily you. You can always turn your camera off and still be within that live Hangout chat, but not necessarily show live video, but they'd still be able to hear you. You can, of course, mute that as well if maybe you're just listening in to that Hangout and don't necessarily want them to hear audio or see video. So some options there as well if you are doing a video chat. Just like you can on your computers, you can also share sort of like a status update. So you can actually type in, like here in this example, it says enjoying sun in the vineyard. So you can actually share that with folks and let them know, hey, you know, I'm connected, I'm online, but I'm actually doing something. So if, for example, you were in the middle of class, you could actually say hanging out in my first period class, or you could say teaching English 103 at this time, or you can leave a message so people can see, even though you might be connected, that doesn't necessarily mean you're available to chat. There are going to be some other features available for those of you who do have devices, wearable type devices like watches. So look out for those. But for the most part, what we just shared with you is what you can do on your mobile device. That's pretty much similar between both Android devices as well as iOS type devices. So a lot of the features that I showed you off of the one screen actually transfers over into your iOS devices as well. So both for Android and iOS, you can do everything that I just shared with you on Google Hangouts.